All right, everyone. I am so excited to have Liudmyla, also known as Lucy, here with us. Lucy, I am so honored to be your teacher, and I am looking forward to this conversation. How are you feeling today, Lucy?
I'm feeling great. It was my dream and my goal to have a possibility to speak to you, and it's a big
Oh,
honor for me to have a
oh,
conversation with you. I'm so happy and I'm so excited. So thank you for this
thank
opportunity.
you. I am so happy as well. Honestly, so happy to see you here. And you know what, Lucy? I love these conversations because I get an opportunity to get to know our members like you more. So, Lucy, can you introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from, what you do, your family, your hobbies. Tell us more about you, Lucy.
So what I can tell you about me? I'm from Ukraine and
Nice.
I'm located in Ukraine for the
Uh-huh.
moment. And I am ERP consultant. I'm lead consultant in
Uh-huh.
American company.
Uh-huh.
Actually, last summer I embarked on this new job,
Nice. Nice.
and it was a really hard decision for me.
Mm.
But it was actually maybe the biggest chance in my life to change
Mhm.
something because mm, I have worked for Ukrainian companies for during all my career, and
Yeah.
actually it was my chance like to open some doors into the international cooperations.
Amazing. Amazing. If you
Mhm.
don't mind, would you explain a little bit more about the type of work that you do?
I work at the IT area.
Mhm.
I'm a consultant.
Nice.
So
Nice.
my company is implements ERP system to another companies.
Nice. So it seems like you use English a lot at your job, right?
Actually, I started to use English a lot on working on this company, and that is why I need to improve my English speaking fluency because
Yes.
I'm good at reading, I'm good at listening, I'm good in writing, but I'm not as good in speaking as I wanted.
Well, you're
So,
doing an amazing job right now, Lucy. I'm proud of you. So that is good. Let me ask this then,
because
Lucy. Go ahead. You have something else you wanted to add?
no, I just wanted to say that actually last half a year I'm spending uh, all my free time trying to learn in English, trying to speak English,
Yeah.
and it's so difficult.
You are improving though. Keep going. Don't stop. You're doing a wonderful job, Lucy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're encouraging me.
Definitely.
Because
I love to help you, and I'm always happy when I see one of our family members, one of the English learners, improving, and I can tell you you are improving. So, well, let me ask you this. So, you work for an IT company as an consultant, right? As a consultant, what do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies?
actually, I really like reading, but
Oh.
unfortunately, I have no free time for reading for the moment. The only thing I try to read is English books,
Okay.
because actually all my working materials they are in English. That's why it's like a training,
Oh.
additional training for me.
You
But
know what?
all our material they are quite technical,
Yeah,
and
technical.
I need to know how make conversation on general topics, on
That makes
common
sense.
topics,
That makes
because
sense.
on my work we use special vocabulary.
Hmm.
They're quite limited.
That makes
So
sense.
we use some phrases, some structures in sentences, and I need to be able to speak fluently on common topics.
Yes. Well, I'm going to give you a book suggestion when you do have time. This is my favorite book. It's absolutely amazing. It's called Redeeming Love. It's so good. When I was in college years ago, we read it. in one day. 3 of my friends and I, that's how good it was. It's called Redeeming Love. And the individual's name, the writer's name is Francine Rivers. Redeeming Love. And
I have never heard about this author.
I think you're going to love it. Some other members of our family, I told them about it. And as soon as they read the book, they messaged me, Tiff, this book was amazing. Like the story was so good. So I think you'll like it. It's a really beautiful love story.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Please let me know after you read it. Send me an email. Let me know if you like it and what you liked about it. So let me ask this. You mentioned that you are working for an American company in the IT sector. When did you start studying English, though? Like, why did you choose English? I know maybe when you were younger, you studied English at school, but now as an adult working in an IT company, when did you start really studying English and why did you choose it?
You know, I have already started to learn in English several years ago. Actually, it was my dream from my childhood to be able to speak English. But in Ukraine, we have really bad curriculum for English lessons. It's impossible to learn English in our schools.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really bad.
Difficult. Yeah.
So my pharma company have tried to encourage us to learn English because we were told that we need to speak English, we need to improve my English levels, and actually all of my previous colleagues have tried to improve our English. We took some courses, we paid for some trainings with tutors, and after that we had no practice. Actually, we had no task in English. We had no conversation with our clients because mostly all our clients were located in Ukraine. So we didn't need English for that work. But
that's true.
everything changed last year.
Okay, so since last year, you've kind of been even more focused on studying English, right?
Yes. For now, I really have a possibility to practice my English, to use it in my daily working life. And
good.
That is why I really hope that this time I will achieve my goals, I will achieve my aims, and I will be speaking fluently.
I definitely believe that you will. You can do it. Again, you're following a plan, and that plan is going to help you achieve your English goal. Now, go ahead.
Yes, I try to follow a plan each and every day.
Now, remember, you just mentioned that sometimes your schedule is really busy. I want to let you know, if you miss a day, it's totally okay. Don't be stressed. It's all right. If you get really busy and you're not able to study today, no worries. Just start tomorrow. And it's totally okay to go at your pace.
It's not about me. I very demanding to myself. I have a plan. I need to follow this plan.
I am the same way.
No excuses.
No excuses. I understand, honestly, Lucy. I'm the same. I push myself as well. Very self-motivated. So that's good to hear. You're self-motivated. Well, then what's the hardest thing for you about studying English?
English is really differs from my native language. We need to build our phrases in a different way. Because of that, we need to memorize a lot of things. Because in our language, we speak another, we use another words. We can't just make direct translations.
Yeah.
It's impossible. And another thing, it's pronunciation. It's horrible, especially when you have the same letters, like O, U, G, H, and you need to pronounce them differently in different words.
Yeah.
Where is the logic? No rules, no logic. You just need to memorize it. It's all.
Yes, English can definitely be challenging, but again, I'll tell you, you're doing great. I understand everything you're saying. So your pronunciation is good and you're improving. So don't worry, it will
I
happen.
know I make a lot of mistakes. It's so hard to connect words correctly.
Well, you know, this is what I'll tell you. I'll give you a piece of advice. Remember that you're learning English, right? And there are going to be many things to learn as you move forward on this English journey. Two things I want you to do. First, don't say I make a lot of mistakes anymore. And I'll explain why. When you say something about yourself, you really affect yourself. I'm Lucy and I make a lot of mistakes in English. And your body starts to believe it. Your mind says, oh, okay, we make mistakes. Instead, stop saying that. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Keep talking. Don't worry about it. So remember, the way you speak to yourself will affect yourself. Honestly, Lucy, you haven't been making a lot of mistakes. And remember, I'm your English teacher, and I'm telling you, this conversation, you've been doing amazing. You've been speaking extremely well. So I know you're still a little bit nervous. I can tell by the body language. I'm an English teacher, but I can tell by the body language. So let me ask you a few questions. I was going to say two things, but let me stop and let me ask you a question. Am I a scary person?
No, you are not.
I got nervous, Lucy. I was nervous because you paused. Okay, so I'm not a scary person, right? Are you here just to speak with me, just to talk about your life, right? Enjoy this moment. Don't worry. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to get to know Lucy. Basically, Lucy, you are amazing to me. I want to know more about you. So you can relax. Don't worry about any mistakes. I'm just here to listen to you. And this is why this is so important, Lucy. As you're continuing on your English journey, you will make mistakes. I'm American. I still make mistakes. I'm sure when you speak the language of your country, you also make mistakes. We're human beings, right? So don't worry about the mistakes. Enjoy the moment that you're in, and you'll be totally okay. Enjoy it, and we can continue talking. How do you feel now? You feel a little bit better?
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
I can see. I saw your hands.
I'll try to relax.
Yeah, don't worry. Listen, I'm the same way I am on my YouTube videos. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people, and I am very happy to get to know you here. So literally, this is just a conversation between two people. And where do you live again, Lucy? Where do you live?
I live in Ukraine near Kharkiv.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe
so you're
you already heard about us.
I did. I was wondering if you were living in America working at the company, but you're working in the Ukraine, but you work for the American company. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Maybe in the future I will have an opportunity to visit your beautiful country. Actually, it is my dream, and I really I'd like to visit your country.
I hope you get an opportunity to visit us. I think it would be amazing.
And to visit that Subway restaurant.
Yes, Lucy, so many students, so many members of our family said, Tiff, after watching the culture video about Subway, I want a sandwich. I hope you get an opportunity to try it. They're really good. They're really good. All right, let me ask this then. What do you enjoy the most about studying English? What makes you smile? What makes you happy?
Maybe the most favorite my part is knowing English. I will get some new doors that I can open to the new opportunities. I will be more free when I'm traveling. I can feel free when I'm traveling. Maybe I have no worries about this traveling. I will get a possibility to talk to people freely without being nervous and without to be stuck in a conversation. because when you can explain yourself and you can explain what you need, when you can help other people, it's great.
It's true.
And
It's so true. I like that. It sounds like you really enjoy people and you really want to build relationships. It's just the English is the
yeah,
main thing that, yeah.
I'm more like an introvert. I do
Oh,
not like
really?
to be super open to another people, but I really want to have a possibility to have conversations with people, just to be able to talk to them without any fear, without any doubts. If I can do it, how can I ask something? How can I explain something? If they can understand me. So
Yes,
I
I
want
understand.
just to take some train or take some bus or take some plane and just to go somewhere.
Yes. Well, let me ask you this. Your goal is to be able to speak with foreigners, right? Those that are native English speakers and express yourself and help them, right? Don't forget this moment, Lucy. I know I'm your English teacher, right? But I'm still an American. I'm still a native English speaker. And you've already told me about your job. I understand clearly what you do. You told me a little bit about where you are. You told me about your goal, and I understood everything. So you are closer to your goal than you realize. So I want you to remember this moment. The reason I'm emphasizing this, Lucy, is because sometimes English learners on their English journey, they get frustrated. They still feel nervous. I'm not where I want to be just yet. But you have to remember all that you've accomplished so far. This is amazing. You're understanding what I'm saying, right?
I can understand you perfectly easy. It's
Yeah.
really because you speak so clearly. So-
But I'm also speaking, I'm not speaking extremely slow. I'm speaking at a regular pace, and you understand, and I understand you. I just want you to remember this. When we finish this conversation, I want you to give yourself some applause. Like, wow, Lucy, that was amazing. I spoke to an American. Remember that you are amazing. Don't forget that, okay, Lucy?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. So now you're a member of our family. You're in the academy, right? What have you enjoyed the most about being a part of our family?
No, I can see how each of our family try to support another one
Yes.
family when we need some help, when someone ask for the help, ask to explain him something, and lots of people are ready to help. They are ready with explanation, with
Yes.
encouraging. All of us are saying you can do it, you go on, try
Yes.
again, it's not a problem, you will do
Yes.
it. So it's like
Those
a
messages.
big friendly family.
I love it too. Yes, I love that part too. Yes. You're definitely right. Our family members are extremely nice, extremely kind, and they really care about each other. So good. I'm glad you like that part.
Yeah, it's like a
Now,
community across the globe, actually.
yes.
So many countries, so many different cultures, so many languages, so many different peoples, so interesting
Yeah.
peoples.
It is. You know, that's funny you said that, Lucy. I was speaking with another teacher a long time ago, not a teacher that's in our academy. And he was asking me, he said, Tiffani, do you ever have any challenges? Because we are a global family, right? We're all from different parts of the world. And I said, we've had maybe one or two different situations, but in general, everyone is kind. In general, among our family members, everyone treats each other with love and care. So, again, I'm happy that you're a member of our family because you also care about other people too.
I really like to be useful for people. I enjoy
Mhm.
that feeling when I can help someone.
Yeah. It's
And on the other hand, when I can help in English, I feel better.
I love it. I love
It
it.
just means that I know this.
Yes.
I'm sure about
Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay, so tell
so
me, how do you currently study? I know that you're in the academy and then you have the lessons. Are you an early bird? Do you study in the morning? Do you study in the evenings after work? When do you study and how do you study?
I must confess, I can't do it at the same time each day.
That's okay.
It's impossible for me because I have lots of meetings, work meetings in different times. I have different time slots, and I try to catch this break in my
Yeah.
working time. And I can spend this time on learning English because it's like today it's an 8 a.m. Tomorrow it's about 12 p.m. The day after tomorrow it can be at 6 p.m. So it's like
Back and forth.
I'm looking forward.
Yeah, that makes sense. I understand. You have a very hectic or busy schedule. So at least you're studying. That's good. Well, do you feel like your life has changed after speaking English? Like now you're studying English, but your English is improving. We're having this conversation now. How do you feel your life has changed because of English?
For the moment, I have this task. Actually, it's my main goal for my work. It's like mm, a requirement. It's my requirement to me to speak fluently in English. And actually, my company help me with this. They
Good.
sometimes they pay for my lessons.
Oh, nice.
Actually, it's really unusual
Yeah.
for me. So I really grateful for them. And apart from that, I have some other courses because
Hmm.
I need learn. But
Yes.
this time I really feel I can do it,
Yes.
and I try to do it, and I almost believe
Yes.
that
Believe
I
in
can do
yourself.
it. Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. Well, tell me, you said this time you really believe you can do it. What's your dream? What is your dream when you think about the future? What is your dream regarding English?
Uh, you know, I want be really fluent in speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to speak without any effort,
Mm,
effortlessly. It's
yes.
like a good fluent, smooth conversation without any prepared speech.
I like
Because
it.
sometimes for this my new job, when I know that next meeting I have to give some presentation, I prepare a speech because this way I can feel more confident
Yes,
when
yes,
I have some prepared speech.
I
I
like
can
it.
just look at it
Yes, I
because
like
I'm
it.
not ready to speak fluently without this preparation.
Okay, being able to give a presentation or speak without any preparation. I like that. I like that. Well, you are further along than some of our family members. And when they watch this or listen to this, they're going to be inspired by you, Lucy. It's true. Maybe they're at the beginner level, the intermediate level, and they're like, wow, Lucy is doing well. What advice would you give other English learners? Think about yourself a year ago, Lucy. Now you're doing better than you were a year ago. What would you say to your old self, or what would you tell other English learners? What advice would you give them?
Maybe the main advice is don't give up.
Mm,
If you feel frustrated, if you feel exhausted, don't give up.
hmm.
You need to continue. You need to go further. And maybe one more advice, you need practice.
Yeah,
Without practice, it's nothing. We
yeah.
can't remember a lot of things without using it.
Hmm.
Actually, Eh, if we want to speak fluently, we need to speak. It's not enough to read books, to watch movies, to take some courses, grammar courses. It's not enough. It's not the same. Speaking is so difficult. You
Wow.
can be really good in reading, in listening, and it's nothing
Yeah.
without speaking.
I like that. Learn a lot. Don't stop. Don't quit. Make sure you speak. That's true. Just
And
listening is not going to help.
practice,
Practice.
practice.
I love it. I
Practice
love it.
speaking.
Very good advice. Excellent advice. Well, we have one last thing. I'd like to ask you if you have any questions for me. You can ask me whatever you'd like. Do you have any questions for me, Lucy?
Oh, if I know, if I knew that I have this question. Okay.
Mhm.
What country would you like to visit? And
Oh,
maybe
wow.
what another language would you like to learn?
This is a great question. Okay, so I'll answer the travel question first. One of the I'll just say a place. One place that I have always wanted to visit is Fiji. You ever heard of Fiji?
I know.
Seeing the picture, I
I've
remember the
heard.
first time. It's beautiful. So I really want, honestly, when I get married, I'd like my husband to take me there for our honeymoon. I really want to go to Fiji. As far as the language, wow, that's a great question. When I first started learning Korean, I also wanted to learn Japanese. But then as I continued studying Korean, I realized this is challenging. Let me just make sure I master Korean. So now I think it's Spanish. And that's because there are so many Spanish speaking individuals in America. And I would like to communicate more. They speak English too, but something happens when someone speaks your mother language, your mother tongue, you get closer faster. So honestly, I think I'd like to learn Spanish. That's the next language I'd like to learn. It's a great question.
So you can do it.
Thank you.
You can have this as a goal, as your next goal.
Thank you.
Big goal.
Thank you. Everyone listening, Lucy is now encouraging me. Thank you so much, Lucy. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Well, Lucy, I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I know you're a busy woman, but thank you so much for speaking with me.
No, I'm thank you for this time you spent on your students and each of us, and it's really great opportunity. No one before you suggested us to have such a conversation, actually.
Oh, well, I am so happy. I would love to speak to everyone, but there are so many people in our family. I'm not able to, but I'm so glad you were able to get a spot and that we had this conversation.
So am I.
Great.
I'm really happy.
Well, Lucy, I hope you have a nice evening and thank you again. It was great speaking with you.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.